Hey guys, today we're taking a look at this John Deere X360, and we heard some rattling whenever we were servicing this machine. Whenever we started the engine, heard a lot of things rattling, and what it was stuff jammed in here on the flywheel, getting loose. Over the winter, something has made its nest in here, and you know, some people like the wildlife. I personally don't care for them in my engines. So what it's done here, this is the same. This looks the same on that side as far as what it should look like. You've got all these fins on the cylinder head and on the crankcase, and those fins are used for air cooling. You increase the surface area of the cylinder head by putting these fins on here. It allows the cylinder head and the crankcase to cool more effectively as the fan spins around, you know, dispersing heat from the engine. Now over here, this one is jammed pack of nesting stuff, nuts. This is actually insulation, so it's insulating the that's what the animal used for nesting, was insulation. It's actually insulating the cylinder head. That's going to make this cylinder head get too hot. Once it gets too hot, things start to fail. Heat is the #1 enemy of engines, so you can't let this run like this. So we took the cover off. It's just first we took the air cleaner cover off. That's just these two knobs here, and then we took this cover off. Before we did that, we had to remove this fan from here. We've got the bolts back in now, but they're star bit. And then we took the air cleaner cover off, and then the cowl, and it's held on by 4 bolts that look like this. They're 10mm. There's one here, here, and then one here, and one here. They don't have to be completely taken out. They can just be loosened. But we're gonna take this machine outside and get all this gunk cleaned out, give this machine a good wash as part of our service. But we're going to get all this stuff cleaned out. So we've got that pretty cleaned out now. That'll allow, it's not quite all out, but that'll allow for the fins to cool. Another thing that we take a look at, whenever animals get in here, sometimes they like to chew on wires. You look at that wire there, an animal has chewed on that. It's still operational, still functional, but we're at least gonna put some protective covering or coating on that. I've seen them chew through these wires as well, and so that's just something to watch. We'll get this covered back up, but an animal has definitely chewed on that. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be a nice smooth wire. This has definitely been chewed on. We're going to put some electrical tape on here just for some extra protective coating on this wire, since it has been chewed through a little bit. The insulation of it's been chewed through a little bit. Gosh, I messed that all up. All right, now we're going to put the cover back on. This back going the right way. It'll just slide right over. We are in place. We'll get this one back in. All right, so there you go. That one had a nest in it. We could tell that it had a nest in it because whenever we started it up, we could hear a bunch of things bouncing around in there. We opened this up, pretty easy to do. Got that nest cleaned out. That should extend the life of this engine. Hey, thanks for watching our video.